Hey guys, so today's video is my monthly favorites, my first monthly favorites video, and I've always wanted to like do a monthly favorites video, but I kind of felt like, well, I always pretty much use the same products, so I didn't really see a point in doing a monthly favorites because, you know, I'm using them all the time, so clearly they're my favorite. But I have been trying more products recently, and so I thought I would just bring them out and talk to you guys about them. So that's what I'm gonna do. And because September was my birthday month, I got a whole bunch of products that I've been using like all of October, so that's kind of why this video is happening right now, because I actually have stuff to talk about. Recently, like, the older I get, I just turned 29, so the older I get, the more like aware I become of like my wrinkles and just like taking better care of my skin, because I've always had pretty good skin, but like, you know, I'm not going to be young forever. So I was asking like people at Ulta and people at Sephora like what type of just like nightly or daily moisturizers I could use, and and I feel like so silly, but like I've just been using this little Clinique everyday one for like very dry to combination skin, and that's me. I ran out of my big bottle, so I just have like the little sample one, but I have been loving this stuff. Like, this is what I moisturize my face with before I put on all of my makeup, and then when I wash my face in the evening, this is what I put on when I'm going to sleep. So I love this stuff. My skin just feels so hydrated and delicious when I use this. So this is like a primer that I use, and like sometimes if I can't get my hands on this, or if I just want to like switch it up and see how this one is, I've been using this one. Like, I feel like it's pretty good, but it doesn't control my oil as much as this Clinique moisturizer. So this is Too Faced Hangover Primer. And it smells a whole lot like coconuts because it has coconut water in it. It has a really good smell. It's just not as good at controlling the oil in my T-zone as I would like my primer to be. But in the way of primers, I am obsessed with this baby skin primer. I'm seriously about to run out. I've been squeezing the last drips and drabs from this tube because, I don't know, I've just been lazy and I haven't gone to get another one. But I freaking love this primer. Like, it just makes my pores look so small, and my skin, I feel like it's great for skin. So this is definitely my favorite primer, might be possibly of all time. And then in terms of foundation, I have seriously been trying out a whole bunch of other foundations just because I feel like I'm just afraid of like what I put on my face, and I think just listening to other people has made me nervous about like putting cheaper stuff on my face. So I've been trying to find a good high-end foundation that I can like love and marry myself to and just use all the time. I haven't found one yet. I've been using Lancome's, I've been using Kat Von D, and I have the Urban Decay, not the all-nighter foundation, but the Naked Skin foundation. I have all of those, and I'm just not like super in love with them yet. The one that I've been using the most is this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. Like, it's my go-to. Like, that's what I reach for the most. That's what I have just been using like for all of October. It just so happens that today I went back to my Maybelline Infallible Pro Glow foundation just because I wanted to see if it still matched, because I'm gonna transition to that one for like the rest of fall, but like all month long I've been using this. I'm practically It's a really good foundation because like I feel like you kind of control whether it's medium coverage or like minimal coverage, kind of based on like the tools that you use. And a lot of times recently I've just been wanting like a minimal coverage because it's still pretty hot in Houston, Texas, and I don't know, like, I'm just, you guys know, I'm not super big on foundation. Like, I could take or leave foundation. Like, I just don't super care for it. But anyways, so I've been using this like knockoff Artiste brush, and it just gives me like a very sheer coverage of foundation, and I really like using it with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, just because it like covers up my blemishes, but like it still kind of lets my skin come through. Does that make sense? So yeah, this is one of my favorites, and I super like this little Artiste brush. I got this from like the beauty supply in my neighborhood, and it's just crazy soft. Like, I love it. I know this thing cost me, I want to say like 12 bucks. I'm pretty sure the real Artiste brushes are like way more than this, but it does the job that I need for it to do. It's really hard for me to pick a favorite concealer for the month of October, because I have like my trusted, like always there for me concealers that I've had since the beginning, and then I just got like this new one, and I just can't really put my finger on like which one is my favorite. Gun to my head, I'm gonna have to say it's my Urban Decay Naked concealer. I just love that concealer so much, and I'm practically out of it because I just use it all the time. So yeah, like, this is my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and this is the NARS Radiant and Creamy Concealer. In the Urban Decay one, I am a medium dark warm, and then in this one, I'm Biscuit. And I just freaking love this one. This one's like super thick, and like it's a little bit trickier to blend out. This one blends out like a dream. I love this concealer. So definitely my October favorite, all-time favorite, but this one's like a close second. Like, I was using both of these pretty evenly this month. Now, when it came to the setting powder that I was using this month, it was all about the Laura Mercier loose, what's it called? Translucent loose setting powder. Like, I love this stuff. It seriously got rid of the fine lines, like borderline wrinkles that I have under my eyes. Like, it's just, it's a miracle worker. Like, they're so much less noticeable, and then like it doesn't have like a flashback when I'm taking selfies, and you guys, I love to take selfies, so that was really important to me. I definitely love the NYX Set It and Don't Fret It setting powder, but this one is like 5 steps above it, so it was definitely worth the money, and it was my favorite this month. So for my blushes this month, it was definitely a toss-up, and I can't even really decide, but it was these 2 blushes. One is by NYX, one is by BECCA, and you can kind of see that they're like really similar in shade. Like, look at that. They're very similar. I've been wanting like a natural glow on my face, on my cheeks. And so like when I didn't have, because I don't take this one to work with me unless times I'm doing my makeup in my office. So when I didn't have my BECCA blush with me, I was definitely reaching for this NYX. But probably for this month I was doing more of the BECCA blush. So it's definitely a favorite. I love these blushes because they're so freaking pigmented and powdery, so like they're really easy to blend out. Like, lots of times my blush can get just a little bit out of control, but it's really easy to like reel it back in because these ones blend out so well. I just love it. Now, when it came to the highlighter, I feel like I have a couple of favorites. Like, I feel like that's been the case for all of these products for this month. This is definitely one of my all-time favorites. I use this one quite frequently. This is the Wet n Wild Center. This was like a Fergie collection, but they actually released it again by like without Fergie. So I'm not sure. I'll put a name of it. I'll put all the names of these products in the info box. But this highlighter I just really love. Like, it gives like a really nice natural glow on the face, and that's really what I wanted for October. So as the month went on, I was using the highlighter in Tarte's, where's the glare? I was using the highlighter in Tarte's paint palette collector set from Ulta, just because I really love like the frostiness of this highlight. Like, I just feel like I look a little bit angelic. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just love this highlighter. So this has been what I've been reaching for a lot. Again, it just really blends out like beautifully. You don't have to do that much work. Like, it's very subtle, but it's like very apparent. I'm wearing this one right now. I'm wearing this one and my Tantalizer by Lorac, but this one was the one I was reaching for more this month. Okay, so for brows, you guys know I'm not a super big brow person just because my brows are already pretty big and expressive. But I definitely have been in love with the ABH Dipbrow Pomade. I think it's really amazing and it just like performs wonderfully. But then also I found the NYX Tame and Frame is like a pretty darn good dupe for that. So I've been using this to get my brows right for most of the month. But I've been using these kind of equally, so like I can't, they're both my favorites. Like I've used them all the time fairly equally. The one thing that I do have to say is that the ABH pomade is like a lot softer, and so it's like easier to shape, and like you barely have to pick up any product with your brow. This one is a little bit more firm, it's a little bit more dry, so you really kind of have to like dig your brush in there to get enough product on to like make an expression. This one's just so pigmented though that like once it's on your brush, you better know what the heck you're doing with it, because it is going to like really come out long and strong on your face. This one, it's a little bit better for building. So make of that what you will. For my eyeshadows, it's really, 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 really hard for me to pick a favorite because I use all my eyeshadows pretty equally. Like, I just can't super pick a favorite. It's like picking your favorite child or your favorite star among the heavens. Like, what? All eyeshadows, well, I can't say they're created equally, but I definitely love all of my eyeshadows like a lot. Obviously, I have been loving the newest ones to my collection just because they're brand new. So the Master Palette by Mario, by ABH, like I really like this one. It's a good go-to. It fits perfectly in my makeup bag, and so like it's super easy to reach for, and it just creates like really soft, pretty fall looks. Yeah. But one thing that I don't super like, this is probably my only complaint about this palette, is that it only has 3 matte colors, and you guys know how much I love matte shades. And like there are only 3 of them, so yeah. But this color Muse is like my favorite. I also really love the color Kim. Like, it's just the palette is phenomenal. Yeah. I've also really been loving the Lorac Unzipped palette. Like, this palette is amazing. The shades are super buttery and gorgeous, and like it's just incredibly pigmented, and I am weirdly obsessed with this color. Like, I wear this one to work a lot because it's so pretty and so subtle. My dog is just having a parade in my room right now. It's just really like a very pretty businessy color, but like, I don't know. It's like business, but it's a little bit of like fun and fantasy. And I actually did a tutorial with this palette, and like my editing just was all over the place. So I don't know if I'm gonna refilm it or what, but I love that palette. For eyeliner, there really was a clear winner. Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Eyeliner. This baby right here is just so freaking reliable, and it gives me the sharpest winged liner. Like, if you're a beginner, you should probably get eyeliner with a tip like this, just because it's so easy. Like, it just makes it so freaking easy to get a winged liner. If that's what you're into, go with this. If you don't care about winged liner and you just want to have like a plain eyeliner, if that's what you want, you probably don't need this. But for me, in my house, my winged liner, this is what I need. But I have been using a lot, quite frequently, this crayon by Marc Jacobs, because it's so freaking pigmented, and like it just stays on my lower lash line, which can be incredibly watery. Like, it's pretty good for that. So I mean, that was for my top line, this one's for my lower lash line, and I got this as like a sample at Ulta, but no, I think I got it at Sephora. But yeah, this Marc Jacobs Highliner gel crayon, it's incredible. I should probably buy the full-sized one, but right now mama is rocking the freebie. I want to say that I have been using a lot of different fall lipsticks, but for the most part, like, I've been going with this mauve-y nudie color beeper by Colourpop. I freaking love this color. It's so pretty. I can't say enough good things about Colourpop, and my main complaint is that their packaging is so crappy. Like, this thing has been in my purse, and like, look how scratched up it is. Like, it just looks like a no-name tube of brown paste, because you don't know what it is. Like, it doesn't say. But it's only $6, so like, I can't really complain that much, because clearly what they lack in packaging, they're making up in quality of product, and I can't be super mad at that. So you can use all the crappy packages that you want, as long as the price stays low and the lipstick stays on my mouth. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite products were this month. My favorite product this month was definitely this eyeshadow. Like, I've just loved playing with it. Like, I'm a kid at heart when it comes to eyeshadow, because I seriously just want to come home and play with it and see like what new looks I can create. So yeah, I'm super excited and anxious to hear what you guys were loving this month. So that completes my October favorites video. I hope you guys had a really amazing October. Like, mine was pretty darn good. I just hope that your Novembers are like really awesome and full of beautiful blessings for all of you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up, maybe even share it with a friend, because that would be super cool. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, so you can stay up to date on my latest videos, and I will see you in my next one. Peace. Oh god.